So it is raining, and it was snowing earlier in the middle of April. The single track trails are way too muddy to ride on today. So let's grab the dog, grab some kit, go for a hike. Let's get out there. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Scotia Adventure and Mountain Biking. I am Kyle. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we are focusing more on the adventure part than the mountain biking part. Like I said earlier, it is very rainy, and as you can see from that time lapse, it's snowy in some parts of the province right now, and it's the middle of April. So today we're taking Nova, and we are going for a hike. I'm going to try to use this opportunity this morning to try out some new gear that I have. So we've made it to the access road to the Bowater Lands, which I think is more appropriately known as the Western Crown Lands, I'm pretty sure. But either way, it's all Crown Land, it's all accessible to the public on these access roads. Let's go check out the hiking trail. Alright, so we have made it. We're in the Western Crown Lands, and we are on the old Annapolis Road, which has been decommissioned, and it is now more or less a hiking trail. And this part we're on now, the double track ATV trail, off-road, maybe a Jeep road. I'm thinking I could probably get the Ram down here, actually. There's history behind this road. It used to be the way from the valley to Halifax years ago. Many years ago. I'm doing some reading last night. There are offshoots from this trail that are a hiking trail. So like the one behind me here is one of the offshoots. I'm going to keep going straight and just see what we find. I brought the GPS today so we can hopefully not get lost. It's early in the day. It's only 8 in the morning, so lots of daylight ahead of us. Let's go see what we can find. Alright, so found the hiking sign for the trail, and I remember looking at the map last night and seeing this loop. So we're gonna go hit up this trail here, do the loop, and see if we can find a nice spot to set up for some breakfast. Let's go. This shit makes me mad. It's fine to have a fire here. They've got a nice fire right there, a little car rim, whatever. Take your freaking beer cans with you, man. Like, come on. Let's keep going. Not letting that road today. Bit of a sketchy boardwalk over the lake. Icy. Nova's loving it. It's a little sketchy. Planks are wobbling, but take her slow. Should be good. Beautiful out here though. It's a little windy. Go Nova. Good girl. Okay, I think I found a spot to set up for breakfast. It looks like it's fairly frequented by some people. They've already set up a bit of a camp setup here, so today's a little different. I'm going to set up a little shelter before I cook breakfast so we can get out of the rain a little bit and really enjoy our time out here. voila! This is my Onetigris Smokey Hut hot tent. I purchased this off of Jeremy from the YouTube channel Welome 902 as he was purging some of his equipment. And this is my first time setting it up out in the wild. I've set it up for my backyard just to get the hang of it, but this is my first time setting it up out here. It's not an ideal spot with the roots that are here and stuff and some of the sticks, but it's the best spot I could find right away here because I am hungry and I need a coffee. I haven't had either food or coffee yet today, so let's get cracking. So while we're making the coffee, let's go around about this hot tent. So what is a hot tent? Exactly what it says. It's a tent that you can keep nice and hot while you're camping in the off seasons like the fall and the winter and the early spring. So inside, it's got a 10-foot radius. It's about 5 foot 2 inches tall. Lots of room for a couple people. But the big thing about this tent, I'll show you over here, is this. This hole here, I'm gonna do it up now because it is raining. That hole there is for a stove jack, which I have at home, which is flame resistant material that you stick a chimney up through that is attached to a wood stove inside the tent. That's right, a wood stove inside a tent. There are many of you out there who know about hot tenting and who practice it a lot. I'd only just heard about it this past winter and really wanted to get into it. At the time frame I had, I didn't get a chance to get out this winter and try it out because I didn't have a stove. Well, in the next video to come after this, you're going to see what I'm doing to solve that problem and get a stove in this thing. But today's my first time out with the hot tent as just a shelter. I don't have the guy lines on it right now. I'm only going to have it up briefly here. But with the guy out points, so with the guy lines, it'll keep the walls from caving in on you and keep it off the stove and everything. I'm just not putting them on text. I'm only going to be here for a little bit. Right out the door, you get a view of this beautiful lake. So I'm going to get my coffee ready. I'm going to get my oatmeal ready. We'll go over some of the pros and cons of this style of tent. Pros and cons for this tent. Pros, lightweight. I got it stuffed down to almost nothing and put in my tiny little hydration pack, backpack style thing. I don't have a bigger pack right now. And that includes the pole, the tent pegs, the guy lines. I have the guy lines with me, they're just not attached to it, like I said. So it is drooping a little bit, but I'm not sleeping in this tonight. It's not a big deal. Another pro, you can put an interior mesh inside this, a bug net and floor. So it can be used all year round, keep the bugs out, and keep the ticks out, especially in Nova Scotia. Cons, doesn't come with that. And it comes raised up off the ground a little bit, but hey, get out of there. But that's good. It allows the ventilation for the stove. If you're gonna have a stove in here, you're gonna want the ventilation. You don't want carbon monoxide seeping in on you. You don't want the smoke getting in. So that's always a plus. There are 2 vents at the top with bug netting in them so that the bugs don't get in. There's lots of room in here. I know it doesn't seem like it right now. It seems like it's closing in on me, but again, the guy lines, they're not attached. This is just a quick shelter. I wanted to test it out, but we'll get our setup nailed down here in no time. Breakfast is ready. Coffee's already gone down. It was just a quick espresso in the mocha pot, so a nice strong one right off the bat. Nova and I are just gonna hang out here for a little bit, enjoy breakfast, enjoy the pitter patter of the rain against the tent, and we'll be back in a minute and go over a bit of the outside of the tent with you and find out what you guys think of all this. Is that good? Nova likes to clean my dish for me. She always gets breakfast too. I don't have a ground sheet down or nothing like that. I do have an air pad that I would take camping with me. And I do have a tarp I would lay down as a ground sheet for this particular setup the way it is. This setup the way it is in this weather is pretty good. I'm going solely based off the videos that I've seen, but without the bugs around and without the ticks out, so in the colder weather, this is ideal. You don't need a floor and you don't want a floor. You don't want to be tracking in snow and moisture because it's just going to stay in here, especially once you have your stove set up over here. So what I'm going to do next, before I take this out with my kids, is I'm going to order the interior, I think it's called the Howling something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is the interior mesh with the bathtub floor for this tent. Because this tent is big enough for me and my 2 little girls. to go camping at some of the provincial parks, some of the national parks, and just wild camping as well. It's packed down really nice and small, so we can pack it in at really lots of different places. What do you guys think of this? It is a steel nylon tent. It's not canvas, so you got to be extra careful with the stove in it. It's a great little shelter, honestly, for a quick coffee and breakfast like this at my favorite breakfast spot. I can see the lake right out in front of me. It's beautiful. I can close the door and have absolutely no rain get in and just chill here, take a nap, whatever. It's ideal. But this is great. It gets me out of the weather, lets me get out here and enjoy my time outdoors. Stop, recharge, relax. And it packs down into this little stuff sack. No bigger than like a melon. Honestly, it's tiny and it fits into my little 24-liter pack for a day hike. It's perfect. I couldn't ask for a better system right now. I know there's been some heat thrown at Onetigris and Black Orca, but I got no issue. It's pretty good. All right, it is almost time to tear down and head out. It's getting a little bit later in the morning now, and I've got lots of other stuff to do today. So this is just a quick hike because I could not get out on the bike today. It is too wet. The trails would get ruined by the skinny tires. By skinny, I mean like 2.35 non-fat. So take advantage of what we got here in Nova Scotia. Get out for a hike, some beautiful lakes, some misty, rainy weather. It's perfect. Well, that was pretty cool, seeing those frog eggs in the little brook there. We are nearing the end of our hike today. Just a brief one. Spend the morning out in the woods. I got a few things I got to do this afternoon, so quick escape into the woods, recharge your batteries, take care of you, because nobody else will. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I was really excited to show you guys my new teepee tent, the Onetigris Smokey Hut. And stay tuned for the video that's going to follow this one in probably 2 weeks' time. Show you my solution for the stove that's going to go in it. Come on, Nova. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of this. What do you think of this area? I mean, it's freaking beautiful. I love it. Next time, hopefully, better area to set the tent, but it's all about learning how to do this first. I'm still new to wild camping, bushcrafting, all that great stuff. It's gorgeous today. It's a rainy day, but it's adventurous and it's fun, and I just love it. Thank you all for watching today. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, just remember, adventure is out there. You just got to find it.